Hey guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day one of BOOKMAS. This is my first ever year doing BOOKMAS and I am so incredibly excited. I have so many fun, exciting, festive videos coming all throughout December. I know that there is a variety of different ways to do BOOKMAS, but I have decided to post every other day for the entirety of December, so I currently think we're sitting on around 13 videos. But yeah, this is day one, and what better way to kick it off than having my TBR jar, pick what I read for December. So behind me we have some books from my physical TBR that I am just so excited to read in general, but ones that I have definitely kind of kept hoping that I will get to them in December. We have a bunch of romances, festive romances, fantasies, thrillers, literary fiction. We have variety and I'm a little bit nervous. So I think for this month I'm going to pick out 6 prompts from my TBR jar just because there are a lot of books that I want/need to read for BOOKMAS this month. But I do feel like 6 is a really good number. I feel like we can fit some really good books in there, so let's get straight into it and see what I'm going to be reading for December. Okay, so here is the TBR jar and I'm going to pick the first prompt, and the first prompt is going to be most recently recommended. Okay, so a book that I have most recently been recommended. I feel like this is quite broad. I feel like it could be anywhere from I have seen it on BookTok or on Instagram, or personally someone has recommended it to me. I feel like if that is the case, I don't know which one is the most recent one that I was recommended. We definitely have option. I'm inclined to say Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. I have had a lot of people at work in the bookshop recommend me to read this, knowing that I probably would love it. It has been nominated in the Goodreads Choice Awards this year, so it is meant to be incredible, and it is one that I definitely do want to get to at some point. I don't know if it's one I'm dying to read in December though, but this is definitely an option. Oh, we actually do have The Haunting Season. This is an anthology of ghost stories for long winter nights, and I have had this on my TBR for so long. I think I got it last year, so it's one that's been like a little bit of a veteran, we'll say, and I still haven't gotten to it, obviously because it is ghostly tales for long winter nights. It's one that I want to read in winter, and because I didn't get around to it last year, I kind of thought I would get around to it this year, and I haven't yet. But one of my colleagues at work absolutely loved this, and we were talking about it like 2 days ago, so technically this would be the most recent recommended, and in that case I think we're gonna have to go for The Haunting Season. This is by 8 award-winning authors and I'm very excited. I don't know what I'm gonna think about it because it is a short story collection, and a lot of the time with short story collections I love so many and obviously dislike others, but hopefully this is an anthology where I like the majority of them, and I mean ghostly tales for winter nights. That's exactly what I'm in the mood for. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is The Haunting Season. Now on to the second prompt. This one is going to be, we'll go for this one. This one feels like a small one, and this one is a book with a map. So like a fantasy book. Okay, I can work with that. I actually cannot remember what the last fantasy book I read was, but I do remember in October I ended up reading a bunch and really got into my fantasy era, we'll say, and I just fell in love with them. And I do feel like winter, December, this time of year is the best time to read fantasy, so I definitely want to make use of that, so this is good. So a book with a map. I really want to get to Modern Divination by Isabel Agajanian. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. As far as I'm aware, this is an academic rivals to lovers. I've seen a lot of people who absolutely adore Divine Rivals also love this one, and this one is self-published. This is one of the most beautiful books I own. This cover is, I mean, just gorgeous. But under the dust jacket we also have this cover on the book. Like, is this not one of the most gorgeous books you have ever seen? So I don't know if this is gonna have a map, but if it does, you bet your ass I'm reading it. Okay, no, there is no map. That's okay. Or maybe The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I know that this was self-published and is now being traditionally published, and I'm so excited to get into this series. So hopefully this has one. It does. Okay, yeah, so there is definitely a solid map going on here, and this looks gorgeous. I really don't know what this is about. I am assuming it is fae. I have heard really good things about this series too. I know the last one recently got nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards too, so I have heard really good things about it, and I am kind of craving getting into a new fantasy series and it becoming my entire personality, so hopefully this will be it for me. Oh my god, okay, so on the back it says The Hunger Games meets vampires in this heart-wrenching epic fantasy romance of dark magic and bloodthirsty intrigue from best-selling author Carissa Broadbent. I did not know there were vampires. I'm sold. I feel like this was the easiest pick of my life. The second book I'm gonna read is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Going on to the third prompt, we are gonna do this one, which is another pretty small one, and this one is buy and read a book from my wish list. I forgot that this was a prompt in there. I'm gonna thank, this is my Christmas present to myself. Oh my god, the chance of me getting that in December. I'm gonna thank my past self. And this is literally perfect because there is one Bookmas video that I am going to be filming where I am just essentially going book shopping. So for that, I am gonna fulfill this prompt in that video. Annoyingly, you're not gonna know what that book is until you watch that video. I don't even know what the book is gonna be right now, which is actually kind of exciting. This is perfect. I am absolutely going to buy a book off of my wish list and I will read it, and I'm sure that I will vlog my experience for it. What a stunning prompt. Oh my god. So then the fourth prompt is going to be, this one is a big one. Oh my god, why am I nervous? I can't even see what that says. A book with a character who has the same name as someone I know. Okay. I'm scared. I have no idea. Okay, time to read some blurbs. The reappearance of Rachel Price. Do I know anyone called Rachel in my real life? No. Is there another name in this? Because I want to read this so bad. This is a proof of the new Holly Jackson book coming out in April, and I really am dying to read it. I just literally want to drop every single book that I have planned to read for this, but I can't. Okay, there is no blurb anywhere and the only name is Rachel, so we can't do that one. The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels is definitely one that I want to get to in December. Is there anyone I know? Margot and Ben. No, that doesn't really work. Oh no. Consider Me by Becca Mack. This is another romance series that I'm really excited to get into and hopefully become obsessed with. Carter and Olivia. No one in my life is called those. But this is hard. Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. No, this one's not going to work because aren't the characters called like Melody and Bass or something? No, sorry. Melody and Beat. I was close enough. Definitely not. The 7-Year Slip. I'm still determined to read this before the end of the year. Never mind. It's Clementine. I don't know anyone called Clementine. What if there is no one? The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Marina Zapata. Vanessa and Aiden. No. I feel like all of these are such American names that it's quite hard to do this prompt. You Again by Kate Goldbeck. Ari and Josh. Do I know anyone called Josh in my life? No. I'm fearing that none of these are gonna work. Bonnie, no. Oh my god, guys, I think I'm gonna have to repick a prompt because I know nobody named any of these. Okay, so we're gonna have to repick the fourth prompt, and this one is gonna be hopefully one that we can actually fulfill. It's another tiny one, and it is read the first book on Instagram. Oh my god, okay, so when I did this prompt initially, I thought that it would be fun if I just like open Instagram whilst I'm filming. I will screen record my phone and I'll put it here. Whatever the first book I see is, that is on my physical TBR, not necessarily on just the cart, but I know that I own that I haven't read yet. I have to read that one. I'm terrified. Okay, I'm going on Instagram. I am terrified, and we're just gonna scroll until we see a book that is on my TBR. Okay, The Atlas Complex. I haven't read The Atlas 6, so we're not going to count that. Oh my god, there are so many books here. I'm not even going to look at that because there's too many. I need like one. Shatter Me is not on my TBR. Okay, there are so many there. I need just like one book. One definitive book that I haven't read yet that is on my TBR. I can't really take a bookshelf because there'll be too many and I won't know which one to pick. Twilight is not on my physical TBR. Fear, we're going to have to refresh and scroll again. Not on my TBR. What book is that? Okay, I can't see. Okay. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to read The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt? I regret doing this video. Oh my god, let me grab it. How many pages is that? This is 770 pages. I mean, as clear as day, it is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. That was the first one I saw That's on my physical TBR that I haven't read yet. To be fair, it is one that I have been really wanting to get to, but I'm so intimidated by it. The Secret History, obviously by Donna Tartt, is one of my all-time favourite books. It's the only Donna Tartt that I have read yet, and I don't know how well the others will live up to it, and for that I'm terrified. And also her writing is quite, not dense, but it's very intense and very long and beautiful, albeit, but The Secret History took me a long time to read. This, I imagine, will take me even longer. But I mean, as long as I start it in December, we're gonna have to do The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna hope and I'm gonna pray that something with a short book or something fun and light is gonna come up. This is the 5th prompt. I cannot believe I need to read The Goldfinch. Okay, I have 2. We'll go to the one that's literally sticking to me, and this one is a debut. This month really isn't being easy on me. Okay, a debut book. I have no idea. Is You Again by Kate Goldbeck a debut? I'm gonna have to Google it. I really want to read this one. Oh my god, okay. So looking on her Goodreads, this is the only book on her Goodreads, so I'm gonna assume it's her only published novel. That counts as a debut. I've been wanting to get to this for so long, and I know because it is very autumnal, When Harry Met Sally vibe, set in New York. If I don't read it this year, I'm gonna have to wait until autumn next year, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm instantly just gonna say yes, we're gonna do You Again by Kate Goldbeck, because I've been dying to get to it, and this is my perfect excuse. And I feel like I'm gonna need a little bit of a light rom-com after The Goldfinch. I'm very excited for this one, thank god. Okay, so we have one last prompt, and that one is going to be... Okay, this one is a 5-star prediction. Thank the Lord. What a good one to end it on. A 5-star prediction. I mean, there are so many here. I am expecting to rate Modern Divination 5 stars. The new Holly Jackson I'm expecting to rate 5 stars. Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead I'm definitely expecting to rate 5 stars. There are so many on here that I'm expecting to love, but I feel like the one that I am expecting most to rate 5 stars is 100% the new Holly Jackson coming out in April. The reappearance of Rachel Price. Holly Jackson is one of my all-time favourite, or actually other than Maureen Johnson, is my favourite young adult writer. I'm just so excited, and I feel so lucky to have my hands on this early that I want to make sure I read it incredibly early too and get my review out there. And I'm just so excited. I really don't know too much about what it is, and because there's no blurb, I fear I'm not going to be able to read it to you. But all it says on the back is, now she's back and we finally know the truth, unless Rachel is lying. The brand new unmissable thriller from BookTok, author of the year Holly Jackson. I am so excited for this. The Good Girls Guide to Murder series I think about all the time. Undoubtedly, I think I'm gonna rate this 5 stars, so we're gonna do this one. And you know what, I know I said that that was the last prompt, but I feel like because we only have 5 books up there, and obviously I am gonna buy another book from my wish list to read, which was one of the other prompts, I do kind of want to do one more, and this one is going to be, okay, we'll go for this one, and it is Beginning with the. So Beginning with the, oh my god, I know instantly what I think I'm gonna choose. Oh, we have such great ones though. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, The 7-Year Slip, which I really want to get to, The Long Game, but the one that I think I am going to choose is The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels. I feel like it would be pretty criminal if the TBR prompt jar didn't pick at least one Christmas romance for my TBR in December, and this one is Sapphic. I'm very excited for it. I haven't really heard too many things about it, but look how gorgeous. On the blurb it says, it's the perfect Christmas love story. Margot Robbie is a newly single, high-flying businesswoman with no interest in a cutesy seasonal romance. Ben Gibson is an unlikely in-love sweetheart in need of a woman to bring home for the holidays. Together they make a pact. Margot gets one blissful week away from London in a picture-perfect manner in exchange for posing as Ben's girlfriend. The story can only go one way. Margot is sure to fall in love for real. And she does, with Ben's sister, Ellie. Does that not sound perfect? It sounds messy, it sounds fun, and I'm very excited to read it. It's one that I've been dying to get to the second I got my hands on it, so thank the Lord I decided to do one more prompt and to read this one. So these are the 6 books that the TBR prompt jar chose for me to read in December, not including one that I am going to buy from my wish list and also read. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen such range in one of my TBRs ever. We literally have a Christmas romance, a YA thriller, a fantasy romance, and ghost stories. If you have read any of these books that were picked out for me, please let me know what you thought about them, whether you like them or you dislike them, or they're also ones that you want to read. Also feel free to let me know what you definitely want to read in December. What is one book that you need to read before the end of 2023? Or if you want to show that you stayed until the very end of the video but you don't really know what to comment any Christmas emoji, because it is officially Bookmas. I don't know how many times I can say I am excited, but I literally cannot wait. And with that being said, of course, this is the first day of Bookmas, so if you wanted to stay around and see what other videos I have coming, I would really appreciate it. I'm really proud of a lot of the videos coming out this month. And of course, if you did enjoy this video too and you are not yet subscribed, it would mean so much to have you here. As always, don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up because I really appreciate it, and it also does really help me out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is it for day 1 of Bookmas. We have 12 more videos coming this month and I am very excited. I will see you again soon with Bookmas day 2. I love this time of year.